paper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you read the news.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that's kind of old. I don't know if people read the newspaper.
Yeah, read the news. It's internet.
Okay, cool. So read the news. All right. Very cool. I also every morning, my morning routine is to have some coffee and also read the news. Yeah. So I read the news.
Great habit.
Yeah. But I try to read more science news. I don't really read too much like COVID news or politic news. I like to read science. Science news is really cool.
Okay.
Very cool. Okay. Who else wants to talk about what are your plans for this Sunday today?
Net to joy. Right.
Joy.
Yes. After this meeting, I will have lunch with my family. And at 8 p.m., I will watch the Friends with my friends. Yeah, to some short part from Friends to learn vocabulary from it.
That is a great plan.
We watch together. And when we meet some new vocabulary, we will take it and learn together and to remember it. Yeah, and in the evening, I have the class with How. I don't know that you know that guy or not, but everyone knows. He teach us. He will teach us the accent, American accent, and something in English.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I will go to sleep at 12 p.m. Yes, and that's all.
12 p.m. kind of late. Okay, very cool. Very cool.
Yes.
Okay, who else has got some cool plans for this Sunday? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I'm going to just stay at home and listen to music, and I'm also going to cook and watch TV and read news and sometimes surf the internet. Just like this, I do everything. I do these things all days of the week, not Sunday.
All right. Very cool. Every day of the week except Sunday, right?
Yes.
Cool. I see a new face there, Tom. Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, how are you doing, Tom?
Because it's Sunday, so I have one class in the afternoon, and after that, maybe I watch a movie or I don't know. Maybe I go to sleep until morning.
Okay, very cool. So you have a movie and you're not really sure. So we can say open plans, or you can say no plans.
Yeah, I have no idea today.
Yeah, cool. Very cool. All right, and then is that Ngọc, huh?
Yes.
Hello, Ngọc.
Hello, Mr.Bơ. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's an awesome Sunday morning with some cool friends.
Yeah. No's a very cool friend. Because this day we have to work at home. Then we stay home all the day from Monday to Saturday, and then we spend whole weekend for prepare the food for the next week. So Saturday and my Sunday morning is getting the shipment, the food from shipper, just waiting for food.
Wow. So you spend one whole day to prepare the food for the whole week.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm kind of foodaholic.
Foodaholic. All right. Okay.
I think so.
That's funny. That's actually a funny an idea, because last week, for those of you who were here, we talked about the prefix and the suffix, right? Do you guys remember?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what she just did, she used the same thing where we have a holic. A holic is a suffix. It's something that goes after a word to show that you're really addicted to something, right? So the one we used the most was alcoholic. Alcoholic, which means you're addicted to alcohol. And that was the one we use very often in America. Oh, you're an alcoholic. He's always drinking alcohol. So, but this word, this suffix was being used with other words. And the one I heard the most was workaholic. Oh, this guy's a workaholic. He's addicted to working. He's always working. Even when he comes home, he keeps working. And what Ngao just used was foodaholic, right? Someone who's addicted to food. So this is why a little bit English can be fun. You can actually make new things, even if nobody said it before. You can take any word, like any noun, and combine it with holic and make it mean you're addicted to that. So you can say like loveaholic, friendsaholic, where you're just addicted to the show Friends, or like a Facebookaholic, you know? So you can just kind of play with it and really have fun combining suffixes and root words, or even a prefix and root words, and even make something new and make it fun and make a new trend. You can make a new trend. Like you could say TikTokaholic. This my children are you know, something like that, and just make it fun. And it can be new, even though nobody has heard it before. People will understand if they understand the suffix. So that's cool. Very cool. Ngao is a foodieholic, or you can just say foodie for short.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Very cool. How about Phương?
Hello.
Hello. Do you have any plans for this Sunday?
Every Sunday, I will give my dogs take a shower. Yes, I have six dogs.
6 dogs.
Yes.
That sounds fun. That sounds very fun.
Yes. So all day in the Sunday, I will play with them and take them go out, but now cannot go out. Yes.
That's okay. 6 dogs. That's so cool.
Yes.
Now let me ask you: do your dogs like taking a bath, or do they hate it?
In taking in shower.
Taking a shower, yeah.
Yes.
Do your dogs like it, or do they hate it?
It's like they very like because I do it every week. So I think they are feel formal. So when I talk đi tắm, so them understand that we'll go to the bathroom from my take shower for them. Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. That's awesome. The dogs understand Vietnamese.
Yes.
Okay, very cool. All right, so let's get to the topic for today, at least one of the topics. I want to talk about 2 topics, about music, and then we can talk about food, because food is always a cool topic, especially I think Ngao would enjoy that topic, being a foodaholic. But first, let's talk about music, right? And let's just ask some simple questions. The most common question I hear with music is, what kind of music do you like? This is a very common question, and people like to ask this question, especially in California. What kind of music do you like? So what I want, actually, let's do it like this. What I want is for whoever talks and answers, after you finish, pick somebody else in the group, and then they will answer, and then they will pick somebody, and we will keep going like that. Let's start with handsome Tony.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I usually listen rap and acoustic music. Yeah, I like rap because now the way they wordplay and
Wordplay,
wordplay, and how they approach the idea to the listener. Yeah, and it's so the true face of social
society, right?
Yeah, society. And yeah, and I like acoustic music because it's light, and I like the show guitar. Yeah, it's make me relax. Yeah, just that. And
cool.
Yeah.
And now you can pick somebody to finish their answer.
Yeah, Joy, next to you.
Joy has her microphone muted.
Yes. Actually, I don't really interested in music because I sing so bad, and yes, and my ear is not really like I cannot separate the different type of music. So the music that I listen the most, I think it's a popular music. Like some kind of music have some funny melody or rhythm, and it can make me feel have the good mood when I listen. And yes, but I don't really I don't really into music. Yes, just a popular music. Some song is have the rhythm. It's funny and amazing. Yes, like something like this. Yes.
Cool. Very cool.
Yes.
So not too into music, but when you do listen to music, you like pop music, popular music.
Yes, like I like the lyric. I prefer the lyrics more than the rhythm. And as has meant someone they always told me that I can like my ear have a little problem when I cannot realize the exactly the sound is different or the same. Like when I buy some headphones, and even it have the different quality, but I cannot I cannot realize that it's good or not. Just the sound, something like this. Yeah.
That's normal. It's okay. That's normal.
Yes.
Most of us, I am the same way with singing.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So there's an interesting phrase, and the Japanese, I believe the Japanese came up with this. I'm not sure, but the phrase is tone deaf.
Yeah.
So you're deaf to tones, and they use this for karaoke when they talk about people who sing and they don't really know the tone. They just sing the words, and they call it tone deaf.
Yes.
Very cool. Thank you, Joy. You can pick the next person and pass the hot potato.
Yeah. So I will pick Jenny.
All right, Jenny from California.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a little different with Joy. Like I love the memory than the lyric. I don't care about the lyric. I just like forgot the memory and enjoy it. And
the melody, right? The melody.
Yeah, the melody. Yeah, and I'm a big fan of the pop music. If I said I will listen some V-pop, we can show it some song from Vietnamese. But if I like feel funny, I feel happy, I will listen some more the song from US, UK. So this depends on my emotion. Yeah, and sometimes if I want to do something crazy with my friend, I will listen to electronic music. Yeah. Yeah, and I prefer to hear some more sound from the instruments like guitar, piano, more than the rest. Yeah, that's all.
Very cool. Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah. So the next one, yeah, Miss Tindo.
Mà.
Yeah, the famous guitar player.
Oh.
Yeah. I like Tony. I'm really like acoustic music. Yeah, because I think it's simple. We can play music with just one instrument like guitar or something. Sometimes you can supply with a cajon or the keyboard or organ. Yeah, I think it's a easy way to express feeling. Yeah, and I think music like acoustics can connect people together. Yeah, I'm a musicaholic.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, I not a line of foodaholic. I'm a musicaholic. I start a day with music. When I wake up, I open my eye, I catch my phone, and I turn on music with a fast beat to start a new day with full of energy. Yeah, and when I end of the day, I still end up with the music with a slow melody. Yeah, that's all.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Okay, you pick the next person, and I want to talk about something really quick.
Pick the next person.
Yeah.
Chin.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so we picked Jin, but I want to talk about some vocabulary really quick before we continue. I just want to make sure everybody kind of understands some music vocabulary. So when we say acoustic, what does acoustic mean?
Acoustic.
Yeah, does anybody know what acoustic means? Acoustic is essentially like no electricity. Yeah. Yeah, acoustic. Acoustic is, sorry, go ahead.
It's a one of kind music you just play with one instrument and popular with guitar.
Yeah, acoustic actually doesn't mean one instrument. You can have a whole band and play acoustic. Acoustic is just no electricity. So
yeah.
that's why like an acoustic guitar, it's just the wood and the strings, and there's no electricity. It's an acoustic guitar. Or if it's an acoustic band, they use the drums, and the drums has no electricity. It's just a very loud instrument. And then sometimes the singer will use a microphone, and sometimes even the microphone uses electricity, but they still call it acoustic. So that's what acoustic is. It just really no electricity. Yeah. And then the next one is Tin said cajon, which is a music instrument. And I just wanted to ask if everybody knows what instrument that is. Okay. And here's something very interesting. So this is not an English word. This is actually a Spanish word, which is why the pronunciation is different. So it's spelled C-A-J-O-N, right? I think is that right, or J-U-N?
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people I hear saying Cajun. Yes, but because it's Spanish, it's pronounced differently. And in the Spanish language, they don't have a j sound. All of their J sounds with the ha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you would say cajon. Yeah. So in any Spanish word, you will use the ha instead of the j sound.
Yeah, my club can home, but I think in this group, I can stand on everyone.
Yeah, so this right here is the cajon. And it makes like it has two sounds, a deep and then a high sound. Very cool, and just like a
Trap and bass.
very cool instrument. Okay, I just wanted to explain the cajon really quick and what acoustic is. Okay, so Jin, if you want to continue, what kind of music do you like? Okay, really quick also. People who speak Spanish, when they laugh, in English we say ha ha ha, and we type H-A-H-A. In Mexico, they will do the same with the J. And they'll yeah. So if you ever have a Mexican friends or any friends who speak Spanish and they will type J-A-J-A, and that's them saying ha ha ha. Okay, anyway, continue, Jen.
Yeah. For me, I can imagine that if I live without music, yeah, music has an important role in my life. Every time when I'm free, I listen to music. Yes, and so there are many types of music. You know, for example, rap, jazz, blues, country, or pop. But I like pop music best. Yes. Because when I listen to pop music, I feel that they have a good melody, good rhythm, and a catchy melody. So it's very easy for me to remember the song. Yes, and it's also helped me to relax, reduce stress after long hard working day, and it's also helped me to improve my mood. Yes, so I like pop music very much.
That was a very great answer. That was like an IELTS kind of answer. That was very good. That was very impressive. Okay.
And the next one is Phoebe. Your turn.
Evening. It's me, right?
Yeah.
I enjoy all love song, all English love song, because the melody is simple, but the most thing I like about it is the lyric. It's so romantic, and you know, every time I hear it, I can feel the love, and I imagine if someone sing that song for me, oh, my heart will melt. And it's also easy to sing the song too, because the melody is simple, and but it's still emotional enough. And yes, and but recently I like to hear the sound from the nature, like the rain or the water flow, the stream, like something like that, and they make a long video, and it's so peaceful. And I think this. Some people say the sound is not the music, but I believe that is the music of nature. So it's still the music to me, and it's very good for your mental health.
Very amazing answer. Very poetic and very beautiful. I like that. We can, in Vietnamese, you can also say like a ri rào, right?
Ri rào.
Ri rào.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Phoebe. And pick the next person.
The next person is chị Phương.
Phương talk.
Where's Phương? I don't see. Phương.
Oh, yes. Sorry, because my mother taught me, so I off handphone. Yes. I like Bolero. Bolero music. Yes, I hear every Saturday because I will clean my house on Saturday. So I went open very loud.
Very loud, huh?
Yeah, yes, very loud. And here it's we very cool. Yes.
And everybody can hear. That's awesome.
Yeah. But my house not near man. Here I'm in district 12, so here not have many house here.
Okay.
So I can open last. It's okay, no problem.
Very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can say no nearby neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no neighbors nearby. Okay. Very cool. And, who else do we have? We still have Tom. We have Sexy Tony, right? And then
Chen.
Chen.
Thơm, right?
Ngọc.
Okay, so I talk now.
What? Yeah, sure. Let's just go with that.
Okay. Actually, I love music, but I think so terrible. Yeah. So I love ballads, and sometimes I listen to instrument music like piano from Zimura from Japanese. Yeah, a musician.
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes I stress. I listen rock music. Yeah, from Vietnamese like the song name is Team Lại, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the band Microwave.
Yeah. Yes, actually, I think the music very important in your life. Yeah. And sometimes you stress, you listen to music, and it make you reduce stress. And but sometimes you listen to bad music. Sometimes it make
Say that again. You listen to what music?
How to say bad music.
Bad music. Ah.
Yeah. And make your feelings bad so.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So music
Okay,
does
that's
affect us.
Yeah. Okay, so who next? Tom?
Yeah, let's go with Tom.
Yeah, about the music, I like Tony Handsome. I like listen to the Thai of music is rap, and because I like the lyric in the song. Some the song give me more more in emotion or more motivation for my life. And but my voice so bad, like joy. But I really like listen to music. The best of kind of music I like it's a ballad, because I don't know, when I listen the song, I feel better than usual, and I want to play some instrument, but I cannot, because when I begin to practice some like guitar, I quit after 3 days because it's so difficult, and I cannot keep. So I think it's that's on, and that's
pretty good. It's pretty good, Tony. And you know,
my name is Tom.
Oh, Tom.
Tony.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry, Tom. It's Tom. It's okay, Tom. You know, a lot of us, you know, play guitar, and a lot of people find it difficult. So it's very normal. But I'll give you some advice on that later. And then we still have
cool.
And then we have
I have a
Lao.
question for Tom.
Yes.
Yeah. Do your guitar exist? Still survive? Did you broke it after you practiced it unsuccessfully?
What?
Did you broke your guitar? Did you broke the guitar? Like,
yeah. Does your guitar still exist?
No.
No, it's not exist anymore.
Yeah. Because my fingers are so hot when I practice. I don't know how to feel better. My finger, I practice. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Yeah, it is painful. It can be painful the first week of trying. Okay, and then we have Lao, huh?
Yeah. Sure.
Hello, man. Nice to see you.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I
nice
can
to see you
hear
too.
you.
Yeah. So it's my turn or Tony's turn?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. First, I want to say morning, everyone. It's really honor to be here with you and with everyone here. So talk about your questions, that what kind of music I like. I think that I like indie the most. This kind of music is pretty popular with the underground people. Yes, because I love this. Even that because of the lyric and especially that the story behind it, like the statement and maybe the cute. I mean that the story they want to express to you when they sing this song, they write this song. Yeah, it make me feel that it's good, and maybe the vibe of the song. This kind of music make me feel really relaxed. And maybe my favorite band is Cá Hồi Hoang. This translates to English. Yes. Cool. It's translated to English in White Salmon. Yeah, it's really cool band. The vocalist is really unique, and I like him a lot. And I like his characteristic, because he's have like really unique, unique thing when you talk with his sharing. Yeah. So that one.
Very cool. Okay, we have a few things to talk about in that. So what he's saying is the singer, when he's performing, he's very interesting, right? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. And what he talks about while he's performing on stage.
Yeah, and so even that in an interview too. Yeah.
And interviews as well, yeah. So we can call that, if it's on stage, we can call that stage presence. which means how their presence is when they're on stage. And there are some really good bands who are very good at being funny. They don't just sing good, but they're very good at being funny. They're very good at making movements. When they sing, they'll, you know, and they'll make these actions. We call that stage presence. And one of my favorite Vietnamese bands that has a very strong stage presence is the band Ngot.
Yeah, I know it too. Yeah.
Yes, and Ngot, he is so funny. Okay, and after his band will finish playing a song, I'll hear him talk in the microphone saying, "Hai wa, hai wa." You know, like, and nobody says that about their own band. Like, you know, oh yeah, we're so good, right? But it's funny, and he jokes. Sometimes I don't know what he's saying, but I can see the audience is laughing. And not many bands can get the audience to laugh and to feel comfortable. Sometimes they just focus so much on the music, but a singer with good stage presence can make the fans laugh and feel comfortable, or sometimes they will tell the story of the song and why they wrote the song and make them feel very warm and very lovely. So that's very cool. And I want to talk about what he said about the type of music is indie. Now, this is a very interesting conversation because not a lot of people know what is indie music and what does that mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure this is the right description about indie, but I think that in music we clarify it into two types. One is the underground and other is the mainstream. Yeah, and indie is have the root from the underground. That it means this kind of music that like that everyone can write a song and publish it in YouTube or any social platform that other can listen.
Yes, this is correct, indie. But I will explain why. Why, right? So here's something fascinating. Let's say 20 years ago, if you were a singer or if you were a band, how do you make money? How do you make money is you get some company, a rich company like I don't know, like Viettel or Mobifone or some rich company like Chung, right? And they will pay you to be to work for them, right? So like Sun Tong, right? He works for MTP. That's his company that pays for him. So that's kind of his boss, right? When you're a band or a singer, you have a boss because they pay you money. So when you have a boss, they kind of tell you what your music should be because they want more money. They want to make more money. They don't care if the music's fun. They don't care if it's good. They want to make money. So they often will tell people, hey, you should make the lyrics more simple so more people can understand it. If you make it too complicated, only a few people will understand. Kind of like Jin Gong Sun, right? His lyrics were very, very high, and many people don't really understand. So maybe we don't consider that pop music. So for example, like Sun Dong MTP, he has a boss. So his boss would tell him, hey, you need to make the song like this. Okay, and you need to make the song like this. So after the internet, after Facebook and on YouTube, musicians found that we don't need the bosses anymore because they're the ones to put the money to give our music to a lot of people. But now we don't need that because now we have TikTok, we have YouTube. So that started a whole new type of music called indie. But the full word is independent. And what that meant is bands and musicians and singers are independent from the companies. So what that meant is these have no boss. So kind of like what you're saying is that they do what they want. Nobody tells them how to write their music. So if you like indie music, you like music that's more real, more from the heart and from the mind, not about making money. It's more about just the musicians themselves. Very cool. Very cool answer. I also like indie music. That was very cool. Sorry to go so much deep into that topic, but that's very cool. Okay, so that's pretty much everybody, right? Do we have anybody else who wants to talk? And then we have Fitness Tony. Did you? How about you, Ngao? I know you're what is your opinion on music? Yeah, we can call it indie music.
Hello.
Hello.
Everybody hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Hear you.
Yes. Because I have to use my phone because of my laptop was something issue with the speaker. But I wanna see you guys on my laptop. So sometimes I look to the left and I look to the side. I look to the left and I look to the right. So Mr.Bơ, about music, can I answer by another question?
Yeah.
Because I this day I just open the YouTube and choose a list of lo-fi music. So can lo-fi is one type of music? Lo-fi.
Yeah. Are you asking is lo-fi a type of music?
Yeah.
Yeah, lo-fi is a type of music and it's quite popular now and it's very trendy.
And to be honest, I don't know how to recognize or I don't know how to identify any kind of music. I just know that is music and I follow my mood and I just pick one accordingly to my mood every morning. So that's how I start my day.
That's a cool way to start your day.
Yeah, and sometimes not follow the mood. I also follow the weather.
Okay, very cool. So the music and weather will affect your day.
And I have a very thought story about music that I have the same issue like Miss Joy. Joy.
Yeah.
That I sing very bad. Eventually, I sing very bad. And when I was a student, when my friend asked me go to karaoke with because of singing bad, so I didn't have that much confidence to join with them. I didn't want to join with them. And one of my best friends, she really patient on me, and she came and she teach me how to sing only one song. And then every time I went to the karaoke with friends, with the company, with the colleague, I just performance only one song but very perfect.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good idea.
But you know that story is already in 2011. It means it's already 10 years and the song already old fashioned.
Which song?
Yeah, which song
is
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I should list. I should send my best friend a new list to brought it to me.
Yeah.
Hey, so now everybody is curious. What song is that you have that you have perfected?
That's a Vietnamese song. The name is Mong một ngày anh nhớ đến em.
Can you sing right now?
Can you translate from English to
yeah, I cannot sing right now because my mood cannot match the song.
Okay.
But maybe I will record. I will record and send to everybody.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah, and that that's what the first step. She's motivate me. Try to practice what I did imperfect.
Yes.
I like that
Yeah.
idea. That's a very cool idea.
Yeah. Then I understand sometimes I'm not doing well something, but I can be better. Not really bad, but still not the worst. Maybe the second bad. Like maybe. So
Okay.
and yeah, that's my story.
Thank you, Ngao.
About
That was
music.
very cool. Very cool.
I think it's
Yeah,
the same situation with the someone who have the bad voice like me and like Ngọc or like Tony. We should practice one song to perfect and just pick only this song to the karaoke room. One time when I sing the song when I sing the song that I think is perfect because I sing a lot before. That's the name is in English we can call it the girl come from yesterday, like cô gái đến từ hôm qua. And when I sing this song, one friend she here today is Jenny Lu. She come next to me and say me, Joy, finally you can sing exactly melody.
Yeah.
So I told her this is the only song I can sing because she hear me sing a lot, but on really it's a wrong melody. And finally I sing this song and she told me, oh, finally you can sing is correct melody. Oh my God. Yeah,
I like that. That's very cool though. That's actually very cool that you can see your improvement. Very cool. Very cool. I actually also sing terribly. And I don't even try to sing ever.
Do you need me? Do you need me? I have to connect with my friend. She can teach you.
give you that motivation. Okay, was that everybody? Everybody was able to talk about their music passion. Cool. Okay.
All of us.
Cool. So music is quite interesting. Music is very old. Music has been a part of history for a long time. And I think it started with dancing. I think people would make noises with their voice. Before singing, it was just like but they would just make noises and they would kind of just dance, and I think it's been like that for a long time. And then music kind of became something very, very cool and amazing. But here's what's really interesting, right? So some people say music is healthy. Some people say music can heal you, not just your mind, but your body. Now, do you guys think that's true? Like, do you know anything about that? And do you think music can be more than just something you listen to for fun? Can music help you become healthy? Does anybody have any opinions on that?
I think that both sides of the problem. And the truth is music affects your mind and your body, but good or bad, it depends on what music you listen. Because some music that the composer created with a good emotion, so it's inspired a good emotional to the listener. But some music was created by a bad mood or some really dark emotion inside them. They pull into the music, and if the listener hear it, they can be affected by that kind of music. So it depends on what kind of music you hear that affect good or bad to your health and your body. That's my opinion.
Cool, very cool. Thank you. Very cool. Anybody else? Does anybody know what instrumental is? Like, I don't know if it's the same in Vietnamese, but in California, we have instrumental music, which means music that's just instruments, no singing. So if you go to YouTube and you type in instrumental, it'll give you just the music with no singing. and it's very easy to relax and very easy to think about, you know, some things. Or when you're studying, like lo-fi would be a type of instrumental. Lo-fi is just kind of some music that you can relax. Sometimes they call it chill music to relax and just listen. And there's no lyrics, so there's nothing to think about. It's just kind of a feeling and a mood and a good rhythm, which is very, very cool. But here is something very, very interesting when we talk about music, and this is science. Okay, there's a Japanese doctor. A Japanese doctor was studying the effects of sound waves, and it was quite fascinating. And his name is Dr. Masaru Emoto. And what he did is he would take a glass of water in a room, and he would put monks, some Buddhist monks in the room, and they would just chant some good thoughts and good ideas. And then what he would do is he would freeze the water, and then he would cut the frozen water into a very, very thin slice and put it into the microscope. And he would look at it under the microscope to see. And what he found was the water would make beautiful crystals inside. And the crystals was always different depending on what was being said and what kind of sounds was in the room. So, and he found the opposite happen if the monks were just saying something like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And they would just keep saying that. And he did the same. He froze the water. And then he did the same. He cut the water, and there was no beautiful crystals. It was kind of an ugly shape. It wasn't something beautiful. So this is actually quite fascinating. And this correlates with some science in America that many scientists say playing music is good for plants. Now, I don't know if you heard this in Vietnam, but in America, they said that if you play music for plants, the plants will grow better. And they were doing a lot of studies with this, and they would study in a room full of plants that had no music. And then this room of plants had like classical piano music. And then they did another one with like rock music, you know, and they were testing out all different scenarios to see, you know, if it would affect the plants. And they found that music really affected the plants. Now, they don't know exactly why, as far as I know, but they know that it's more stimulated for the plants. It's quite fascinating. So the question is it also affecting our body? Because we are water, and is it affecting the water in our body and making us, you know, a little bit happier, more energetic? So that's very cool. That's very cool. I really love this topic, and I've been involved in music for about 18 years. And for me, it started with an acoustic guitar. And I just had my acoustic guitar, and I loved it because it was so cheap, and I could take it anywhere I go. Anywhere I go, wherever I travel, I can bring my guitar with me. It doesn't need electricity. It doesn't need batteries. I can just take it anywhere and play. And it was kind of like my friend. It was kind of like my diary, my book that I would just write my life into. And I would just play the guitar all the time. And in California, we had a lot of rock music. We loved rock music. We loved hip hop and rap music and EDM, all different kinds of music. So it is quite fascinating. But when I started traveling, I learned about international music. I learned about Japanese music. I learned about music from Germany. And it's very fascinating, the music from different parts of the world, African music, and even music from Vietnam. It's so amazing how the culture can affect the kind of music that comes out. And I really, really love that. And it's kind of a piece of history when we talk about music. So that's very cool. That's very cool. Thank you guys for sharing your opinions about music. Okay, so let's go to a different topic really quick. And then right before we finish, I actually want to have one exercise. But first, let's really quickly talk about food. And we can start with the foodaholic. Let's talk about food, okay? Let's talk about what makes you like food? What kind of food do you like, and what kind of food do you think is very fascinating and it's very interesting? Let's start with you now. What makes you?
Kind of food do I like?
Yeah, what kind of food do you like? But also, what food do you really love? Like, what do you really? What makes you love food?
To be honest, stay in home more than 2 months and cooking myself. So I have to confess that I like all kind of food that cooking not by myself.
What?
Wait. Did you say that you liked all kinds of foods that are not cooked by you?
That cooking not by myself.
Oh, very cool, very cool. I would probably feel the same. I like all foods that I did not cook.
Oh, I know not only me, maybe more than 20 people in this room missing like 1,000 name of food. Like you have more than 50 type of noodle in Vietnam. Also Japanese, also Chinese, also Korean, also Indian, and Thailand, and a lot of food and street food. Oh my God, I can spend a couple of hours to talk about that.
Yeah, okay. So let me ask you, what is something you don't like to eat?
Yeah. Just only one thing I don't eat. You know, Vietnamese, we have some meal that cooking by the start, the inside of animal. Em không biết nói là cái chữ lòng nói sao luôn mọi người ơi.
You can say innards.
Nội tạng á.
Inner.
Yeah, the inner of the body of the animal. Yeah, I cannot enjoy that. But from now I will learn to enjoy that.
Okay.
No choice.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay, go ahead and pick somebody else.
There's no choice.
No choice. Yeah.
So the next question. I'm ready. I'm very ready for the next question.
What is the most fascinating food, the most interesting thing that you have ever eaten? What is like the craziest thing or the most interesting thing you have ever eaten?
Ngọc, continue.
Should see disappear here.
Your microphone is off now. We cannot hear you. There you go. Good job.
Yeah. So what to me was the most interesting food. So I think in Vietnam, most interesting food that eventually if I go to the overseas, I will eat Vietnamese rice and combine with like 1,000 name of meal. Because if somebody recommend about some kind of food like phở, like some noodle, like bún bò, like something we cannot eat that every day. But for the combination between rice and some other meal else, yeah, we can eat from day to day, month to month, and years to year. I think so.
Very cool. Very cool. I like that. Okay. Who else wants to talk about their favorite food, or the most interesting thing? So really quick, I'll give you an example. For me, I went to Cambodia and they had offered the tarantula, which is like a spider. They have the bugs, the water bugs, the ants, the scorpion, and I would just eat all of these things, and it was very, very weird, right? A scorpion is a very weird thing to eat. I never in my life imagined eating a scorpion. And in Vietnamese, you say con cọp, right?
Bò cạp.
Ball cap. Okay, there you go. You're right. Ball cap. Yeah, the scorpion. So yeah, that was a crazy, crazy thing to eat, and I don't even know why, and I don't even recommend it. But it was very crazy. And California is actually famous for having very interesting foods, but we'll talk about that later. Let's hear some more opinions and experiences. What is some interesting food that you really, really like, or something that is very just crazy that you eat?
Joy is a good cook.
Ooh,
So
Joy.
maybe she can share much about food.
Yes, actually, I love cooking, and I am kind of person who is really easy to eat the different kinds of food. Like when I travel, I come to another place. The first thing I ask that what is special food in here? Like I can eat every food. Like I really enjoy to eat food, but the some food that the most interesting that I ever tried, like when I went to Hà Giang, I had there are the special food that they just service on the north, like the west north, like in Vietnamese it's thắng cố. It's cooked by the something inside the horse, but it's
with the horse.
Yes, but it's not really like have something still in the like
Stomach.
yeah, stomach, but like the stomach it have something inside in the horse, and it's the smell is a little weird, like but I think I know many people they cannot try it, like, but I think many different food have many special taste, and when I try it, I think it's not really delicious, but it's special. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's like it's come from the people who is live on the mountains, and they use horse to carrying the cargo. So this is a special food that I ever tried. Yes, and when I come to Thailand, I like you. They sell a lot of bò cạp. Yeah, they the rice or they grill like, but I didn't try it because it's a little weird. Yeah, because I afraid that this like it bites me before, so I cannot eat it. Yes.
You have to eat it to revenge.
No. No, it's weird because it's black and it's big, and it have the something long and bent like this. Look it a little, and they put it a lot of bò cạp. Yes, and look a little terrible. Yes.
Yeah, and it has very little meat.
Yes.
It doesn't even have a lot of meat, man. It's very, very little meat, and
yeah, it had hard skin outside, and if we have to use the teeth to chew it, and even I buy it already, but I cannot eat.
Yeah.
But it's really good or not?
No, I don't know. I buy it, but I cannot eat. Look, a little weird.
Yeah, so for me, in my opinion, it's not really delicious, but it's not meant to be delicious. And here's a very cool story. I really, really like this story. And when I went to Cambodia, I was curious, why do they offer this kind of food? Why is it so popular? And the story that they told me was, this food isn't something that they wanted. This food isn't something that they liked. This food came from before, when they literally had no market. They had nowhere to go to buy food. There was no money and nowhere to buy food. So they were at a time where they would eat anything they saw. They would eat a spider, they would eat ants, they would eat a scorpion because they had to. It's not because they wanted to, it's because they had to eat anything they could see to keep themselves alive. So, and the reason I like this story is because it shows us how lucky we are to be able to choose anything we want to eat. You know, today we can eat pho, tomorrow we can eat fried rice, the day after bún bò. And, and that's why when we go to Cambodia, that's the reason we're supposed to eat these things. It's not because it tastes good, but we're supposed to remind ourselves how lucky we are, because it's so easy to forget when every day we have food, every day we go to the market, and we think that's our life forever. But, even in times of COVID, now we can see sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes you go to the store, there's no eggs, right? So sometimes, right? So that's why I like this story. And that's the reason why I was okay with eating these things, not because of the taste, but because of the idea, and to make me appreciate life a little bit more. Yeah, so that's a really cool story. And
with your thinking, we can overcome many difficult situations during pandemic. Like we should feel grateful that we had something to eat, like rice or even just fish sauce.
Yeah, yes. Or a scorpion.
Yes. Correct, absolutely correct.
Yes. What about the Vietnamese dish phá láo? Have everybody tried that?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is one I really, really like, but I don't like some of the things inside of it. But I really, really like that dish. It's very delicious. The sauce is delicious. Yeah. So what else? Yes.
Well,
yes, it's so good.
The way they cook, the taste of this dish is good. Yes.
Yeah, I ate phá láo on a YouTube show with the MC Nguyễn Khang, and it was
Nguyễn Khang.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It was a cool show. So what else? Who loves food? Why do you love food? And I'll tell you, in California, we make all kinds of food. Sometimes they make very, very unhealthy food. So does everybody know what a donut is? A donut?
Yeah. Donut? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
it's
cake.
Kind of cake. It's kind of fried, and it's got sugar all around it, right? So America's famous for having a hamburger, which is you have the meat and then you have 2 pieces of bread. Someone had the idea to say, hey, instead of bread, why don't we use donuts? So they made a hamburger with chicken instead of beef. It was a chicken burger. And instead of the bread, they used donuts. And it was called a donut burger, a donut chicken burger.
Cool.
Yes.
Crazy.
Very crazy, yes. But the thing is, in California, crazy food is very popular because people like to try something new. And I think food is one of those things that people really, really want to try. If they've never tried it before, they at least want to try it. And another example is pho. Somebody made a pho restaurant, but instead of the beef broth, I'm not sure everybody knows broth is the soup, right? Broth is the liquid. they had, instead of beef broth, they used the soup from Thailand, the tom yum soup, mixed with pho, and they combined two different dishes into one, and it was pho with tom yum soup from Thailand, and it was so delicious. It was so good. Yes. And it was so interesting to try something new, right? And that's kind of what I want to ask. What is something that's just so interesting, so unique? And another example is when I went to Kamau. I went to Kamau, and they had cooked some meat with nước ngọt. They used Pepsi to cook. And it was so good. It was so good. I don't know what it was called, and I don't remember, but it was late at night, and there were thousands of mosquitoes flying around. But it was so good, and they would just keep pouring Pepsi in there, and it would just cook, and it was so delicious. So what else is like that? If you guys have any experiences about something that's just really unique, something that's very special that you really, really like.
I think when I go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you can try first.
When I am little, my grandpa usually eats rice with fruit. So it's so normal to me because I live in a family that everybody knows with this. But when I go to Ho Chi Minh City, everybody think that's so weird when you have rice with watermelon or mangoes or banana, because that is sweet thing with rice. They feel so weird, but to me it is normal. When you don't have any vegetable, you can use fruits instead of to have the rice, and also have rice with water or coconut water or just a water, and also sometimes the rice water. The water when you cook on when you cook rice and you have a lot of water, then when it's boiled and you pull the water out, and you can use this water to have with rice, and it's so delicious. So you guys know that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, do right.
So you like soup or something? Yeah, I don't know.
So you
like this
you use
water?
the water to replace the soup or something?
No, just pull back to your rice, your rice, and have it.
It's together?
Yeah, that's good. I really love it when I was a little girl. Now I cook by the cooker, so I couldn't do it.
Yes. I did it, but when I was young, my mother always puts it in a different bowl, and I will do the sugar and the ring like milk. I don't eat it with rice. It's like just the ring like milk.
It's the way they feed the baby if the mother don't have enough
milk
to feed the baby.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. That's still pretty cool. Hey, I want to ask. The Jim Tony, right? I don't know. Is it handsome? I forgot if it was handsome or sexy Tony. But because you exercise often, I want to ask: do you eat healthy? Is it important to have healthy food as part of your diet?
Yeah, I like healthy food, like vegetable or fruit. I don't. I like fish more than chicken or something meat from animal. Yeah, I don't know, but maybe because I stay nearby sea, so I like I like fish more than meat. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, you prefer fish.
Yeah.
All right, very cool. And healthy Tony, healthy gym master Tony. So here, let's introduce some vocabulary just to see if everybody is familiar. We have vegetarian. I think everybody knows vegetarian.
Yeah.
Right. So vegetarian, which means no meat.
Yeah.
Does everybody know vegan?
Vegan.
Vegan, yes.
How do you spell that?
V-E-G-A-N.
E.
Yes, vegan.
The same no meat, right?
Correct. It's the same, but no meat, except they also do no dairy. So it means no cheese, no milk, no eggs. Vegan doesn't have anything from an animal.
Yeah. Vegan.
Vegan, yeah. So vegan is also no cheese and no milk.
It means the month. It's vegan every day, right?
I don't know if they're vegan or vegetarian, but I think they are vegan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, vegan is it's very famous in California right now. A lot of people say I'm vegan. I don't eat any meat, and I won't have any cheese or any milk. And it's very difficult because in America, cheese is very, very popular. And I do love cheese, but I also know that it's not very healthy. And that's also why I like to be in Vietnam, because I tend to eat healthy in Vietnam. Okay, so vegetarian and vegan are very, very popular vocabularies to understand when it comes to food. Now, what about, I'll just give you one more. This one, I don't think you need to remember. I don't think it's important, but it's quite interesting. Now, some people say, I don't eat meat except fish. They will only eat fish, but they don't eat chicken. They don't eat beef. We can call that a pescatarian. Pescatarian is somebody who just eats fish and no other meat. But like I said, I don't think you need to remember that. I don't think it's important, but it's just something interesting. And also the word diet. The word diet. What do you think when you think about the word diet?
It is a healthy food.
Okay.
To get the stable body.
Okay. So diet, a lot of people think diet is when you stop eating some things, like when you stop eating a red meat or when you stop eating as much. But a diet is really what you're eating, is if you have an eating routine. So they have many different types of diets. For example, they have a no bread diet, right? Or they have a no sugar diet. Or sometimes the doctor will say, hey, you need a no red meat diet, which means no beef and no pig meat, because it's very bad for you. So some people can say, what kind of diet are you on? So I can ask Super Fitness Tony, what kind of diet do you have? So this is an example. What kind of diet do you have? Which means, what is something that you don't eat? And what is something that you primarily eat?
I think I diet salt.
Salt?
Salt. Yeah, because I think it's not good for my my health, especially I don't know the word. Yeah, it's like it makes you you like when you eat the salt a lot, your face or your skin not easy to oh sorry, I don't know the word of this, like your face when you eat too short salt, it's like
We can say acne.
Acne,
You have acne all over your face, or we can say pimples.
Pimple,
Pimples, yeah. Okay, so you're saying if you have too much salt, or if you eat too much salty foods, that you can have a lot of pimples.
Yeah.
Okay, and Tony doesn't want pimples.
Pimple, yeah.
Okay.
No one
Also,
like people.
Yeah, nobody likes pimples. We can also use the word sodium. Sodium is also a kind of that idea. And I know if it's a lot of sodium, it can mean it's very salty. And a lot of people talk about MSG, which is monosodium glutamate, which is very, very salty foods. Okay, so no salty foods for Tony and no pimples for Tony. Okay, very cool. What anybody else have an interesting diet? Do you have a diet that's very strict, like a strict diet?
Fast food thing, people they eat with no sugar diet.
No sugar. Ooh, that's a good one. So we have two different types of sugar. I think maybe many types, but two types I want to talk about. We call processed sugar, which is like candy, right? Or like nước ngọt. We call processed sugar, which is like sugar made from a machine. We call processed sugar. And then we have natural sugar, like from fruit, like an orange. An orange has sugar, but it's not really like bad sugar. It's kind of a natural sugar. So we have two different types. I love smoothies. I love smoothies so much. Okay, what else? What else is another diet? Somebody is dieting with no red meat, no alcohol, no salt, no sugar. What else is somebody's diet? Or
I think
everything?
oil.
Oil.
Yeah. Because it's not good for her. So now I try to like don't use oil anymore. Just use some food you can boil. Yeah. And I also don't want to eat more meat anymore than before because I read some newspaper, they say that if you eat more vegetable, it make the body like you will feel more healthy than you eat more meat. Yeah, and I try to like change my habit to eat more vegetable and no use oil. Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah.
I have
So
no diet.
a lot of. Say that again. Go ahead.
I have no diet. I can eat.
There you go. See, no diets, no diet. I will eat everything. That's
I can eat everything.
Very cool.
Especially I like fish. I like salmon sashimi. Oh yes, very. Yes, it has many nutrients, right? And to help me fatter, so I eat a lot of cereal, spaghetti, sandwich, chicken or beef or lamb pork, all of them. Yeah, and I think I am a person with no diet.
That's very cool. That's very
actually
cool.
that everyone has to have the hanging out diet because especially in this time pandemic virus, and we have to be in the quarantine time. We have to stay at home and no one can go out and everyone has to hanging out diet. Yeah.
Very true, very true. So here's another interesting vocabulary. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but this is not a real word, but in America, they made it a word. So they combined two different words, which is hungry and angry, which means when you become hungry, you become angry. and they made a new word called hangry. So in America, it's often referred to as hangry. You can say, oh, my wife, she gets very hangry if she doesn't eat. So I must make sure she has food. So we call hangry. You might not use this, but you probably hear it on in movies and on TV. You might hear the phrase hangry, which means somebody who's hungry and angry. Yeah, which is also part of the fun of using English, which is combining words and making a new word and making it fun. It's part of the fun in English. Okay, so real quick, one more story, and then I want a closing exercise. I want to do one last exercise before we finish up, and then everybody can enjoy the different lunches. So when I was in Japan, I actually went to Japan, and I wanted to try something interesting. So when I went to the restaurant, my friends and I were looking for something interesting. So one of the things of Japan has many interesting foods, right? One of the fish that you can die if they do not, cut it correctly. But anyway, we ate a whale, right? And how do you say that in Vietnamese? Is it cam mập? Is that right?
No, cá môi á. Cá môi.
Elephant fish.
Elephant fish. Yeah. Big one, right? So we ate the whale, and I just want to say it was not delicious. I didn't really enjoy it, and I would not eat it again, but it was still fun to try. Interesting to try. Okay, so one last final exercise, and let's get out of here. Okay, so this exercise is how to say goodbye, how to close the conversation. And we've done this before, but I just want to try it one more time to make sure everybody's very comfortable with closing a conversation. So instead of saying, okay, everybody, bye, right? It's kind of weird. So we want to close the conversation properly and make sure to do it in a comfortable way, because you don't want to do it too quick. When you do it too quick, it can feel very awkward. So we want to just gradually do it. So I'm not sure if you guys remember, I have a 3-step process. First one, summarize everything. The second one is to give a good wish. For example, you can say, okay, well, I hope you have a good day. I hope you enjoy your Sunday. I hope you have a good lunch. And then the last part is to finally say goodbye. And however way you want to say it, talk to you later, see you next Sunday, right? So these 3 steps I like to use. If it's your close friend, you're friends for a long time, you can just, okay, I'll see you later, bye-bye. But if it's kind of a new foreigner or a new meeting, I would think the 3 steps is very good, right? So I just want to practice. And does everybody understand what I mean by summarize?
No, I don't understand.
Summarize is to kind of talk about the whole experience. So summarize is like, okay, now, I really had a good time talking with you today. It was very fun learning about you being a foodaholic. And then, that was very cool. And then move to the next step. Okay, I hope you enjoy some amazing lunch. I hope you have something really, really spectacular and have a good Sunday. And then I'll talk to you later, and hopefully I can talk to you next Sunday as well. And then I'll see you later. Okay, so there's 3 steps. So I want everyone to practice. And then as we leave, let's just practice really quick. Okay, who wants to try it?
Let me try.
Go for it, Tony.
I'm very glad to join with you for the interesting topic today. I really like the music, and I want to have one day to talk so deep about this topic, and the topic food make me so hungry. So I hope see you next time. for little bit too, and stay safe and healthy, and for the go away the coronavirus. Yeah, and see you next Sunday.
Bam, there you go. Great job. Great job,
Yeah,
Tony.
thank you.
Yeah, see, that was very good. Very good. Okay, who else wants to try? Give a
Me.
closing conversation. Finish the conversation. Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
So I'm very glad to try this meeting today, to listen and share about the topic about music and food. And I hope that all of you will have a nice weekend, and see you next time. Always take care of yourself.
Good job.
Yeah.
Awesome job, kid. Okay. And so for example, let me just clarify really quick. So if you talk to your boss, if you go to the job interview, you could use the same idea, right? So when you finish the interview, you can do the same thing. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to have this interview. I really learned a lot about your company, and I hope we can have a great future together. And then I hope you enjoy your day as well. And then see you later, or maybe have a good day. Maybe interview, you don't say see you later, right? Maybe more formal. So you say, okay, I hope you have a good day. So this is a very useful process. It also works on the phone. It works when you go to an English club. When you go to an English club to practice English, you can say, okay, everybody, I'm gonna go home first. I had very fun. I had a very great time at this club, and I hope you all have a good night and get home safely. And then I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. And then bam, like that. Okay, one more. Let's one more closing. Who wants to try?
Sure. You want to try?
Who's that? Who did you recommend?
Okay, I'm here. Okay, me. Okay. I already had a great Sunday morning to be here and learn about the music, type of music and food, also diet. Yeah. So during COVID pandemic, I think everyone's always optimistic. Stay safe and healthy too. See you next Sunday. Okay.
Good job, Tony. Okay, everybody. I hope you all have a great lunch. I really enjoyed the topics for today. Music is beautiful, and I agree with Tony. We could really go deep into that topic, and maybe we will in the future. We'll go really deep into that topic. And I love talking about food, of course. Food, the topic is endless. And it was very fun, and I love everybody here. You all are amazing people, and I really enjoy the Sunday mornings we have together. And then until next time, enjoy Sunday, stay safe, stay happy, enjoy life, and you all have a great day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. See you.
See you next Sunday.
See you next
See you
Sunday.
next Sunday.